Brave Hirbai. Raigad Fort was one of Shivaji Maharaj's big forts and was located on top of a tall hill. In its foothills, there lived a couple who used to herd goats. They had a son whom they were very fond of. His mother, hereby, went to the fort every day and delivered milk to a family there. After giving the milk, she always came back home on time. One day in the evening, Hereby went to the fort with her milk and started her return journey. However, that day, on the way back, there was a Katha function going on. The poet Haridas was narrating it so well that Hereby wanted to stay for a while to listen to him. As she heard him, she got very interested. She did not realize that it was getting very late. As per the rules of the kingdom, the entrance gate used to close at sunset only to be opened again during sunrise. The fort's wall was very steep and surrounded by dense jungles. Other than the gateway, there was no other route to get to the plains. Hereby realized that the gate was closed, but it was too late by then. She ran to the gate and requested the patrolling guard for help. Unfortunately, since the master's order had to be obeyed, the gate could not be opened by him. What should I do now? Hereby thought. Her son would be crying without her. She saw his face in front of her. Hereby climbed right on top of the fort and looked around. She could not notice any path that could take her to her house. If she stayed there, her child would keep crying throughout the night. On one side, there was a dense forest, and on the other side, a steep cliff. She tied her sari as tight as she could and started carefully climbing down. There was hardly any space where she could land her feet. As the branches started to sway, Hereby suddenly slipped. She rolled down the hill and fell on a tree. She was lucky that she did not get injured badly. Hereby then got up and started running towards her home. Her husband was waiting for her along with their baby boy. She took her child in her arms, gave him a big hug, and fed him. Hereby told her husband all that had happened. Slowly, her story spread around and reached the court of Shivaji Maharaj. He invited Hereby to confirm if the incident was indeed true. Shivaji was very moved by Hirbai's affection for her child and rewarded her for her love and bravery.